Good afternoon, Det 695. My name is Cadet Stark, and today I will be updating you cadets on the conflict in Syria. Slide, please. So as an overview, I will be giving you a background on Syria, the current conflict that is occurring, why it is important to the United States, what our nation is currently doing about it, and why it is important to us as cadets. And then a quick summary. Slide, please. So, as a little background, Syria is a nation of about 21 million people. To give you some perspective, it is about the size of Missouri. And it borders Israel, Iraq, Turkey, Jordan, Lebanon, as well as the Mediterranean Sea. Prior to the conflict, Syria had a pretty diverse economy, finding its main sectors coming from agricultural, industry, and excavation, especially the oil industry, as well as retail and even tourism. Slide, please. Continuing on with some of the background information, Syria has been influenced by the Arab Spring, which is a protest movement revolting against the unsettling problems within each government across the Middle East. These protesters inspired the people of Syria to take action against their own dictator, Bashar al-Assad, and the Ba'ath rule by protesting against their lack of political freedom and how there is only one party system within the political system with no rights to free speech, as well as their economic pain associated with the controlling and the state-run economy, with limited interactions to neighboring countries and a wide distinction between the rich and the poor. So these protests have triggered increasingly violent responses from the government, ultimately beginning what we know today as the Civil War. Slide, please. Officially, the Civil War began in March of 2011 and has just gotten worse since. Within the last 2.5 years, the economy has shrunk by 35%, the unemployment rates have quintupled, and the currency has been reduced to 1/6 of its pre-war value. In total, to date, the public sector has seen $15 billion in losses and damage to public buildings. Slide, please. Syria is 2.5 years into this war, and clearly so much devastation has occurred, so why is the U.S. contemplating intervention now? That is because there has been confirmed uses of Syrian gas being used upon its citizens, which is a chemical that shuts the nervous system down once entry into the body. From the chemical attack, there is almost 1,500 people killed, around 500 of those being children, and another 3,600 people being treated for neurotoxic symptoms within the days following the attack. President Obama has made it clear that the use of chemical weapons is in fact unacceptable and should be confronted. Slide, please. So where are we now? With the knowledge of the current death toll being more than 100,000 people and the refugee numbers being at an increasingly 6.2 million, U.S. intervention is a widely debated and controversial topic. Although we do have the support from Turkey, France, and Saudi Arabia, we are lacking support from our key allies, like Britain, and therefore Obama has decided to put the decision of intervening into the hands of the Congress, knowing that military intervention is ready to go if need be. Slide, please. As said, if Congress were to say the word, our military is prepared. We currently have 5 guided missile destroyers in the Mediterranean, as well as subs, aircraft carriers, assault ships, and additional supplies at local bases. The U.S. is ready to go if Congress decided or if the matters got worse and we needed to intervene immediately. Slide, please. We should definitely be aware of what is going on in Syria, because it is not only important to always have a general knowledge of what is taking place in our world, but as it pertains to our own Air Force vision of global vigilance, reach, and power, and how vital it is to be aware and to have this knowledge, especially as future Air Force officers of our military. Slide, please. So in summary, I talked about the background on Syria. I updated you cadets, on the current conflict that is occurring, why it is important to the United States, what the United States is currently doing, and why it is important to us as cadets. This concludes my presentation. If you have any questions, please contact me at stark16@up.edu. Thank you.